Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams. Lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
Gilmer National Bank is your hometown community bank, serving people in East Texas for over a century. We are your neighbors, friends, and partners in making this a great place to live. Our employees make us a special place to do business. We are there for you when you need us. Come by and see us and find out what makes people say, "That's my bank." Gilmer National Bank, an equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. Yeah! He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzi & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzi & Young.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app. eTex TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eTex TV app, subscribe, and start watching. With all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etex.net or contact a customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
Texas Heritage National Bank would like to invite the Buckeye Nation to visit our new full-service bank in Gilmer. We are conveniently located on Highway 271 and Redbud Street with a brand new facility ready to serve our friends and neighbors. We offer competitive rates on all of our deposit products, as well as some great options for business financing to help your business grow from 5 employees to 500 employees. Texas Heritage National Bank would also like to take this time to thank all of the teachers, administration, and school board for investing in the future of our kiddos. We would also like to wish all of the student athletes a wonderful and safe year. Come see us soon.
It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? I feel it in my heart. It's gonna
Lucy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
To another day. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be alright.
At First National Bank, together we're better. We're a regional bank, big enough for all of East Texas, that cares and is invested in the people and communities we serve, with the strength and services to meet the needs of every customer, big or small. From business financing for big companies and small mom and pops to our family of personal banking customers. First National Bank of East Texas. Together, we're better. And we think that's kind of a big deal.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzy and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams. Lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
Gilmer National Bank is your hometown community bank, serving people in East Texas for over a century. We are your neighbors, friends, and partners in making this a great place to live. Our employees make us a special place to do business. We are there for you when you need us. Come by and see us and find out what makes people say, "That's my bank." Gilmer National Bank, an equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. Yeah! He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzy & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzy & Young.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app, eText TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in Full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eText TV app, subscribe, and start watching. With all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etext.net or contact a customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
Texas Heritage National Bank would like to invite the Buckeye Nation to visit our new full-service bank in Gilmer. We are conveniently located on Highway 271 and Redbud Street with a brand new facility ready to serve our friends and neighbors. We offer competitive rates on all of our deposit products, as well as some great options for business financing to help your business grow from 5 employees to 500 employees. Texas Heritage National Bank would also like to take this time to thank all of the teachers, administration, and school board for investing in the future of our kiddos. We would also like to wish all of the student athletes a wonderful and safe year. Come see us soon. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the broadcast. This game is between the Gilmer Buckeyes and the Pittsburgh Pirates. We're here in Pirate Stadium, beautiful Pirate Stadium, and it is a absolutely perfect night for football. The weather's perfect. We got a gentle breeze blowing out of the south, and we're getting prepared to play my favorite thing, and that's the Friday Night Lights game of football. So captains are making their way out to the field. Gilmer comes into this game tonight 8-0, while the Pittsburgh Pirates come into this game with an unfortunate record of 2-7. And so they have had a couple of wins over Spring Hill and I believe North Lamar. And other than that, they've had a pretty rough season this year. And unfortunately for them, tonight they're going to meet the number 2 Gilmer Buckeyes. And next week, first round in the playoffs, they'll meet the Carthage Bulldogs. So they're going to end the season with 2 of the toughest games that they will face certainly all year long. And so but tonight, it's all about these 2 teams, the Pirates versus the Buckeyes. Both teams have met at midfield, and we're going to find out now. Eric, did you see who won the toss? I didn't even watch.
We won the toss.
We won the toss, and we elect to defer, or receive the ball. We'll find out when they line up, won't we? It looks like that they're lining up to receive the ball first. So kick receiving team is going to go out and make their way to the field first, and the kickoff team from the Pittsburgh Pirates will make their way to the field. A lot of players to watch on the field tonight. On the Pittsburgh side of the ball, they have 2 great running backs that you're going to hear their names quite a bit. One of them has just shy of 1,000 yards rushing this season, despite a pretty rough year for them this year. And so this game tonight is going to be a lot like what you've seen in the last 4 or 5 games from the Buckeyes. The Buckeyes are certainly picked big to win in tonight's game. And so, but I will tell you this. There's something about playing Pittsburgh. They happen to be one of those teams that just play up well for the Buckeyes. They beat us back in 2018, and you have to go all the way back to the 90s for the last time they beat us. But it was a pretty good beating, and back in 2018, I remember it extremely well right here in Pittsburgh Pirate Stadium. So here comes the opening kickoff, and Friday night is officially begun. A nice kick down to the 18-yard line, going to be returned by Hamilton, and he has got a wall and is probably going to take this thing to the house on the opening kickoff. He will, as Pittsburgh left a huge gap on the right side. You can see that touchdown 12 seconds before it was scored, as the Buckeyes set up a beautiful wall, and they only had to beat the kicker, and Hamilton's certainly capable of that. So the opening kickoff results in 6 points for the Buckeyes. Todd Robinson is not able to join us tonight. He is on his way back from Atlanta, Georgia. So we want to give a shout out to Todd, and I hope he's traveling safe on the way home tonight. But we will be joined here in a few minutes by pastor of the Spring Hill campus of New Beginnings Baptist Church, Todd Conitz. The kick is up and good. And just like that with just a few seconds, 13 seconds off the clock. That's the time it took to run the length of the field. The Buckeyes are already up 7-0, and folks, settle in for a long night. We're going to see a whole lot of that. We'll be right back after these messages.
It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? I feel it in my heart. It's gonna be okay.
Juicy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
To another day. It's gonna be alright.
Well, if you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, 13 seconds are now off the clock, and Gilmer's already up 7-0 as they set up an absolutely perfect wall on the kick return team and exploited it while number 10 Hamilton running all the way down the field for the score. And he had 82 yards to run. Took him 13 seconds to do it because he had to run a banana route. He couldn't just run straight. I assure you, his 82-yard dash is not normally 13 seconds. So now the Buckeyes kickoff team is making their way out to the field. And so we'll see what we got here. It's a long kick. They're going to kick it, in fact, right through the end zone. So that ball is going to come back to the 25-yard line. And the Buckeye black flag defense will make their way out to the field. And that's really been a big part of the story this year, is this black flag defense. I've said many times throughout this year that I think in my opinion, you have to go maybe back all the way back to 2004 to find a more dominant Buckeye defense than this one has been. And so Buckeyes set up for defense. Pittsburgh rushes to the line, and already they have a blown play in the backfield. It's going to result in a loss of about 5 yards as the quarterback turns to the right and the running backs run to the left. And so a little confusion there. And they're, I'm not sure why they haven't moved the marker. I guess that was just an incredibly generous spot. They're going to say that where they made initial contact was his forward progress. So they only lost a yard on that. 2nd and 11, rushing to the line. They tried again. This time they run the same play. Buckeyes, I think, knew that was coming, and it's going to also result probably in a loss. They may give them a little bit of, looks like they're going to show them back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. They run that same set that you see when you watch Pleasant Grove, that full tilt offense where they rush to the line and try to keep everything really close to the line of scrimmage, let the running backs run down the line kind of incognito. And Buckeyes are really good at reading that offense. They've seen it a lot out of Pleasant Grove, so you will not see positive yards tonight running that against the Gilmer Buckeyes. Pittsburgh doesn't have much of a throwing game, so you're not going to see many yards tonight, I don't think, on the Pittsburgh offensive side of the ball. They try to run the little trap play, and it's a fumble. Buckeyes are saying they got it. I'm going to tell you that the refs are not going to help us a lot tonight. So any chance they have to say, oh, no, his knee was down, they're probably going to do that. So if you'll remember, it's going to bring up 4th and 14. If you'll remember, I think I said the same thing in North Lamar that, hey, don't get upset tonight if you see some bad ref calls tonight because they're going to try to help keep the score down. And so you're going to see that same thing again here tonight. And here's the punt by Pittsburgh, and it is terrible. It basically hits and takes a nice Pittsburgh bounce, though, but it's going to be still on the Pittsburgh side of the 50. So the Buckeyes taking over in good field position, 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line of the Pirates. And so you're going to probably see a lot of stuff on the game. They're going to try to run the clock tonight as much as you can. I anticipate Buckeyes running more than throwing tonight, just to keep that clock running and keep the score under control. And so let's see what the Buckeyes open up with right here. Dropping back for a pass, and look at this. Pittsburgh gets through. The tackle gets through and bats it down. So a great first play there from the defensive side of the ball. for Pittsburgh. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for Gilmer. They were looking to throw a little inside slant to the left side, and the tackle just kind of made his way through, got his arms up, did a great job there defensively. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Handoff to Haynes up the middle, and they do a good job of tripping Haynes up, only a yard gain, and Buckeyes looking at 3rd and 9. One of the most explosive offenses in the state. Gilmer being ranked number 2 behind Carthage in 4A Class 2 division. And Pittsburgh stepping up here and showing a little strength on the defensive side of the ball tonight. Here's the snap, looking downfield, got a man open. Cade Bowman is the receiver, and he will easily get the first down +2. That'll move the chains down 1st and 10 from the Pirate 35-yard line. Buckeyes are going to take a similar set. 2 receivers wide to the right, to the wide side of the field, 1 to the left. Haynes goes in motion from the backfield. Quarterback keeper up the middle, and had some room to run but got tripped up. So that'll be a short gain of about 3 yards and bring up 2nd and 7 for the Buckeyes. Caden Tennyson very capable of running the ball. If he wasn't such a good quarterback, he would be one of our running backs. He is a strong runner, very capable runner. Just hadn't had to use him much this year with the running back squad we have. Here is a jet sweep and a great defensive play by number 54, jumping back there and getting on Braylon Webb and dropped him for a loss of about 3 yards. What a great defensive play there by number 54 coming out of his linebacker position. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. Looked like an offsides, but not going to get the call. Hamilton on the reception, dodging tackles, but Pittsburgh's defense stepping up in a big way and really playing aggressive here against the Buckeyes tonight. As we said earlier, Pittsburgh normally steps up in a big way when they play against the Buckeyes. Pretty much everybody on our schedule this year, when the Buckeyes come to their stadium, it's their Super Bowl. And that is going to bring up 3rd and a long 12. And we've got a penalty being assessed against the Buckeyes. And that is going to back them up. It's like a spot foul. They're going to back them up another 10. So Buckeyes looking at long field in front of them. They've got 3rd and 23. And so this will obviously be a pass play. We got Cade Bowman to the far left. We got Hamilton to the far right. Webb in the middle. Braylon's forced out of the pocket, Tennyson forced to run and does not get near the first down marker. He's going to be 13 yards short. And Buckeyes, of course, here in 4th down territory, so they will be going for it. So you got to hand it to Pittsburgh on this first opening series, playing really strong against this very effective Buckeye offense. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 to the left, 1 back in the backfield. Here's the snap. Drops back. Over the middle. Pass falls incomplete, intended for Webb. And Pittsburgh's extremely excited at getting a turnover on downs. They'll start 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. And a very impressive defensive stand by a 2 and 7 Pittsburgh Pirate. And so if you're a coach on the Pittsburgh side of the ball, you got to be happy with that. I'd like to give a shout out to my wife who's at home listening tonight. Dina, I love you. All right, here comes the, I need all the brownie points I can get. Handoff on the left side, and again, you're going to see a lot of that tonight as the Buckeyes are just going to be really selfish on the defensive side of the ball. So Pirates in the huddle. They're going to break quick, come to the line of scrimmage, go under center, try to execute something quick. But again, look at the Buckeyes on the line, and they do a good job there getting positive yards and just basically a scrum. And we got a little extracurricular going on in the pile. But the fact that Pittsburgh is so one-dimensional and they're running the ball so much and unable to throw effectively allows the Buckeyes to put 5 or 6 guys down on the line, where it's like we're playing goal line defense in the middle of the field. So if you'll watch on this next play as they break and run to the line of scrimmage, we normally have about 3 down linemen. Sometimes we'll do 4 down linemen. But because of what they're running tonight, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down linemen. They tried to run a trap. They fumbled the ball. Buckeyes, I think, picked it up. Referee is signaling Buckeye football. So, unless Pittsburgh can come up with something different tonight, the Buckeyes know all 6 plays that they can run out of this particular offense. And that's kind of what Pleasant Grove does. They have about 6 or 7 plays that they try to run, but they run that offense pretty effectively. And Pittsburgh just doesn't have the athleticism to run that offense the same way Pleasant Grove does. So they could literally walk out of this game tonight with negative yards. All right, here's the snap. Tennyson drops back, going for the end zone, and got a man open, and it was overthrown a little bit. I thought he could have reeled that in. Jeremiah Noble, the intended receiver, and last week made an incredible catch in the rain. And I don't know if he lost that in the lights or what, but I felt like catchable, especially for Jeremiah, who is just an up-and-coming star for Gilmer. Number 13, he is just going to be around for a while. He's a sophomore, already one of the most effective players on the field. Buckeyes stack 3 receivers wide left, 1 to the right. Will Henderson in the backfield. They go on a long snap count, fake the handoff, and hit Hamilton for a little out route and a short 4-yard gain. And that is going to bring up 3rd and 6 for the Buckeyes. 5:25 left to play in the first quarter. Gilmer leads 7-0. 3 receivers again out wide to the left, 1 to the right. Henderson in the backfield. Here's the snap. Drops back. Pass intended for number 10, Hamilton, once again falls incomplete as Pittsburgh comes up and delivers a blow right as the ball got to him. And that is going to bring up 4th and about 6. We'll call that 4th and 5. Two receivers wide left, 2 to the right. Empty backfield. Henderson goes in motion, fakes the handoff, drops back, trying to set up a screen, and it is intercepted by Pittsburgh on the 25-yard line. So again, Pittsburgh's defense stepping up tonight, and their coaches are looking over there going, what is happening here? We're not sure, but we love it. And as we said, Pittsburgh loves to play up for Gilmer. And defensively tonight, they're doing extremely well. Offensively, not so well. As they are currently, I think, probably neutral to negative yardage on the first 2 drives. All right, here they come to the line of scrimmage. Hand off to the right side. Number 7, who breaks through and gets some positive yards. Nice run there, about 7 yards on the carry. As he just finds the seam and kind of busts out of the pack. We'll say that's a 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4 for Pittsburgh. That's their biggest run of the night so far. You look at the size and scope of that defensive line down there. You got Seth Jordan, Braylon Ward down there. You got Connor Dunn down there, and you got Big Aaron Bell down there. That is a lot of humanity on a defensive line. And then on the outside, you got Jeremiah Noble and Amira Arona. Handoff number 7, right side. Tackled by number 19 from the linebacker position. That's Chris Guillen. On the stop, Chris has had some really great games these last 4 or 5 games from that linebacker position. You just look out on the field and you see the number of weapons the Buckeyes have out there. And this offense that Pittsburgh's running tonight really gives them a lot of opportunity to play up close to the ball, which pretty much shut down anything you want to do with a run. Pittsburgh still hasn't attempted a passing route tonight so far. And there's their first one right there. It's going to be overthrown. All right, looking at 2nd and 10, as that pass falls incomplete. That was Pittsburgh's first passing attempt tonight. And here they come back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback rolls to his right, looking to pass again. This time had a man open, but just overthrows the ball once again on an out route, and that is going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Pirates. So they weren't getting anything on the ground. They thought they'd go to the air, but not very effective in the air, as we talked about earlier in pregame. And so it's going to be a long night for the offensive squad tonight for the Pirates. Fast break back to the line of scrimmage under center. Handoff up the middle, and they're going to blow that dead. There's a penalty flag, and they're going to call that illegal procedure against the Pirates. That'll back them up 5 yards. It'll be repeat 3rd down, but now it's going to be 3rd and 15. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to have Todd Connitz join us here in about 10 or 15 minutes. He had to go and watch his daughter play basketball tonight, and he's on his way over to the game for his debut appearance as color commentary here in the box with us tonight. And looks like we're going to take a timeout, and that's going to be assessed against Pittsburgh. And as they take a timeout, we'll do the same thing, recognize our sponsors, and be right back.
At First National Bank, together we're better. We're a regional bank, big enough for all of East Texas, that cares and is invested in the people and communities we serve, with the strength and services to meet the needs of every customer, big or small. From business financing for big companies and small mom and pops to our family of personal banking customers. First National Bank of East Texas. Together, we're better. And we think that's kind of a big deal.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
All right, we are back to the action with the Gilmer
Two-time
Buckeye
Hall of Fame
band
inductees,
playing.
Brent Godarzi and
Loudly,
Marty
here's a
Young.
handoff. Up the
Back-to-back
middle,
number
Buckeyes are
one
just driving that one way back. And so that's going to bring up 4th and long, 4th and 15 or 16. As Pirates just not able to get anything going on the offensive side of the ball. Impressive start on the defensive side of the ball, as they've held the Buckeye offense scoreless. If you're just joining us, the Buckeyes ran the opening kickoff back for the 7 points they have on the board. But the defense of the Pirates have been able to hold the Buckeye offense scoreless so far in this first quarter. Here's a punt. It's going to go just over midfield and bounces out of bounds around the 47-yard line of the Buckeyes. So Buckeyes start with very good field position. And let's see if the offense can get churning and get the ball down the field. So far, a little sluggish getting going here tonight. But I assure you they will get that ironed out and put some points on the board very shortly, probably right here. There's a snap handoff around the right side. Ashton Haynes, and another great tackle by number 23, just coming up out of his linebacker spot and making a great tackle. And that is going to be a loss of 2 yards there for number 9, Ashton Haynes. Three down linemen for the Pirates. They're trying to take away the pass for the Buckeyes. Handoff again. Ashton Haynes winding his way through traffic to get down past the first down marker. That's going to move the chains. Nice run there by Ashton. Pittsburgh was set up good to stop him, and Ashton made a cutback and figured out how to get the first down. Nice run. 1st and 10 from the Pittsburgh 43-yard line. Trip receivers wide to the left, 2 to the right, empty backfield. Here's the snap. Quick pass, complete to number 9, Haynes, left side. And Haynes is good for about 5 yards on that one. 2nd and 5. Buckeyes getting a little momentum now. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Haynes in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Quick pass to Webb. Webb weaving his way up the middle and past the first down marker for another Buckeye first down. 1st and 10 on the 32. Webb's been a very effective receiver for the Buckeyes this year. Here's the snap. Dropping back, looking to pass. Decided to run. Caden Tennyson over the right side, probably good for 7 or 8 yards on the carry. We haven't seen Rowan Flewellen in the game tonight. As you know, a couple of weeks ago, he turned his ankle just a little bit. So they are just letting him get fully healed up. We might see him in the game here in a little while. Here's the snap. Handoff. Haynes up the middle. Haynes breaks free. Breaking tackles left and right. Headed for the end zone for the score. And the offensive side of the ball gets their first score tonight with 1:21 left in the first quarter. Haynes on the scamper. And here's the point after attempt. If you haven't stepped outside lately, folks, it is a beautiful night for football. Weather is perfect. Nice gentle breeze blowing out of the south. Kick is up, and it is good. So we will be right back after these messages to finish up the first quarter after this.
Attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams. Lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
All right, we are back to Pirate Stadium here on this beautiful Thursday night. I think I said Friday night earlier in the opening part of the game. Thank you. That was so nice of you not to correct me, Eric. Thank you.
I sent you out to halftime.
Yeah.
Without an umbrella last week.
Yeah, I know. You let me go stand in the rain last week, and now you're making up for it. I can't believe my wife didn't text me and say, hey, it is Thursday. And tomorrow night's supposed to be another really rainy night, so I'm glad we're not doing that again. Last week was a little wet, and we don't want to do that 2 weeks in a row. Here is the kickoff. It is a long kickoff through the back of the end zone. And so that's going to come out to the 25-yard line. So the Black Flag defense, who has held their opponents to 15 points average per game, is back on the field tonight. Been very selfish against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Handoff, number 7, right side, and just more of the same, folks. I don't know how to make this more entertaining. It's just another loss of a couple of yards. Pittsburgh has run about maybe 4 different run plays and thrown the ball twice. We give a shout out to the cheerleaders, doing a great job down there on the track as always. Handoff, left side this time, number 7. And he is scrapping and pushing his way forward for a positive gain of about 3 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 7. I want to say congratulations to the Buckeye Band, if you can hear them in the background, who received all 1s and headed to the state. Went to state, got 4th place Saturday.
Yep.
So congratulations to the Gilmer Buckeye Band, 4th place in state. That is awesome. And that is the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen, with the Gilmer Buckeyes leading the Pittsburgh Pirates 14-0. We'll be right back for the second quarter.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
All right, we're back to the action here in Pirate Stadium, Pittsburgh, Texas. Want to give a big shout out and wish luck to the Lady Buckeyes cross country team. The varsity team is going to state tomorrow or this weekend, and we'll be competing at the state level. And we also want to congratulate our barbecue team. A lot of people don't know this, but we have a barbecue team now, a very good barbecue team, because they're going to the World Finals next weekend in Dallas. So good luck to those students. We hope they come back with a championship and samples. Most importantly, bring samples to the broadcast team. You need to remember that. And Eric, you helped them. You helped the team. It seems like you could get some. You've got enough pull, being their coach, that you could get some samples for us. Here's the snap. Quarterback rolls to his right side, looking to pass. They do complete the pass for a short gain of a couple of yards. And a flag on the play after the fact, which means somebody is probably saying something that they shouldn't. Let's just hope it's not the Buckeyes. And they're going to back that up against Pittsburgh and that is negative 15 yards. So not sure what was said that was blown after the fact, but it is 4th and about 21, and so they are going to have to come in and punt the ball. They don't have a particularly good punter this year. So Buckeyes will probably get this in some really good field position. Number 10, Hamilton, back deep for the Buckeyes. That ball goes up and out of bounds. Nope, stays in bounds, and it's going to be stopped on the 49 or 50-yard line. So Buckeyes are going to take over midfield. And I said the Buckeye band got 4th place last weekend, but it was actually on Tuesday. It's a lot to keep up with.
It is.
But I appreciate our fans texting me and letting me know when I mess that up. Feel free to text anytime. Two receivers right, two left, one back in the backfield. Quick pass completed to Hamilton. Cutting upfield, juking and jiving, and he's going to score. That's going to be his 2nd of the night. And he's having a pretty good night tonight. And did they bring that all the way back?
They did.
They brought it all the way back. And so that just will give us an opportunity to do that one more time. Hamilton certainly not happy about that. But that is a penalty of the 5-yard variety. Handoff up the middle. Will Henderson fighting his way forward. Gain of about 7, maybe 8 yards, but that's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Lily Henson just sent me a message and said she's going to watch Sadie, her twin sister, running the cross-country girls meet. Handoff up the middle again to Henderson. He's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Good defensive play there by Pittsburgh. They're listening in the car, driving to watch her sister run, which is really cool.
As long as they're listening.
A lot of people listen to the Buckeye games in the car.
Yep.
Todd Robinson, who couldn't be with us tonight, driving back from Georgia, is listening to the car tonight as well. And don't text and drive, Todd. Just keep your eyes on the road. Man in motion, handoff, jet sweep. Pittsburgh sniffed it out. But look at Webb weaving through traffic for a couple of yards anyway. Close to the first down marker, but not quite. They're going to be about 2 yards short, so that'll be 4th and 2, and certainly they're going to go for that. More like 4th and 1. And they brought in the beef package. You look over there in the tight end slot, you got big number 44, Braylon Ward. And right behind him, you got Elias. And then you got Bell as the running back. They're going to hand it off to Bell, who lowers his head. He got tripped up. I'm not sure he got, yep, he got it. Let's give some credit to Pittsburgh there for making a nice stop, though, against some very talented players there for the Buckeyes. I keep waiting for them to throw the ball to Braylon Ward. We're going to have a long talk with Alan Metzel about this.
Yeah.
They put him in at tight end sometimes when they need a short gain to the right side or left side, and I want to see them throw him a touchdown before this year's over. Henderson goes in motion. Quarterback keeper runs right in to a mass of humanity, and that's going to be no gain. He gets back maybe to the line of scrimmage. Lost just a half yard maybe. Oh, I didn't realize this. I just got another text. But the band had to give up their Halloween, their candy night to go compete. That makes it even better. I mean, that's pretty impressive. No trick-or-treating. They did get a treat, though. I got 4th at the state. That's pretty good. Dropping back, looking to pass, and I mean, he airs one out. Get to it. He does. Cade Bowman with an incredible over-the-shoulder catch for the touchdown, and that was a bomb, ladies and gentlemen, from way back. That ball was thrown nearly 50 yards in the air, and Cade reeled in, I mean, on the run. So, 8:45 left to play, and the Gilmer Buckeyes 21-22 as they go for 2. Pirates 0. We'll be right back after these messages.
Gilmer National Bank is your hometown community bank, serving people in East Texas for over a century. We are your neighbors, friends, and partners in making this a great place to live. Our employees make us a special place to do business. We are there for you when you need us. Come by and see us and find out what makes people say, "That's my bank." Gilmer National Bank, an equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
Picture. All right, we're back to the action here. As Gilmer Buckeyes just scored with 8:45 left to play in the second quarter. It's now 22-0. And the Buckeyes been kicking the ball long tonight. He's not setting up like he's going to kick this one long. And he doesn't. It's a short pooch kick. Over on the right side, they call for a fair catch on the 26, 27-yard line. So the black flag defense makes its way back on the field. A lot of Pittsburgh players tonight playing both ways, which is going to be a factor in the second half of play tonight. Under center, handoff, and number 5, Seth Jordan, all over that one, drops him for a loss. Seth Jordan, we've talked about this the last couple of weeks, or last 5 or 6 games. Seth's always been a good, solid football player. But the last, 5, 6, 7 games, he has been an absolute force to be reckoned with. And really has come into his own this senior year this year and has had a lot of tackles. The defensive line's been very selfish this year. Buckeyes stop that one more time, bring up third and about 13 or 14. Seth Jordan, 73 tackles so far.
Wow.
15 quarterback pressures, 15 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries. That's an impressive year. Not many people even in that category. Amaro Arona is the only other one I think that has maybe more tackles. Amaro Arona has 62 tackles, so he's actually under Seth. Here's another handoff for positive yards. Number 7 breaks free. Gets down close to the first down marker, but not enough. So that is they're going to be about 2 yards shy. It's going to bring up 4th and 2. And I can't believe they're actually bringing the punt team out. It's more like 4th and 1.5. And this is the best opportunity they've had for a first down all night. I know it's bad field position, but what do you got to lose at this point, especially with the punting game the way it's been tonight? There's the snap, and he gets off a high punt. It's going to hit the ground, take a pirate bounce, and that's going to put the Buckeyes around the 33-yard line as they start this next possession. Braylon Ward has 69 tackles. So Seth Jordan, I believe, currently leads the team in tackles. Pretty impressive year.
69, you said? Eight and a half a game.
8.5 tackles a game, not bad. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. And it is going to be met by that defense. Gain of about 3 yards, bring up 2nd and 7. Want to give a shout out to Red Morse and our Buckeye Watch Party in California. Handoff up the middle. Kevion Brinkley on the carry, gets the first down to the 45-yard line of the Buckeyes. Brinkley, a good back in his own right. We've talked about that all year. This the wealth that we have in the backfield position. High snap, threw it off just a little bit. Hamilton had to wait for it. We had a high snap on that one, which is very rare. And Tennyson had to pull it down, and Hamilton had to pull up and kind of wait for it, and that just kind of threw the timing off the whole play, so they are lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Draw play, handoff up the middle. Brinkley, look at him dodging tackles, dodges another, running down the left sideline. He got pushed forward by the defender, amazingly, was able to keep his feet. And what a great run by Kevion Brinkley. I mean, really put a lot of effort into that one. He nearly got tripped up by the turf monster, and he got pushed forward another 5 or 10 yards by the defender. Handoff once again, left side, lowers his head, gets inside the 15 down to about the 12. And I like watching that young man run. He is a solid runner. They're going to take him out and put Ashton Haynes in here. I say when he does that much work, you let him let him finish it. Let him get it in the end zone, coach. They don't care what I think. Fakes the handoff up the middle for the touch. No. I thought he had that, but boy, he got nailed by the safety. That was a Tennyson quarterback keeper. And I thought he was about to cross the goal line, and a safety came out of nowhere and, clocked him. They've got Haynes in there. 1st and goal from the 1. Hand off to Haynes, and they stop him and drive him back to the 5. And this Pittsburgh defense, man, I'm going to tell you something. They're here to play.
Number 9, Ashton Haynes, off the carry. Number 20, Kanias Henderson on the tackle.
2nd and goal. This time from the 3. Loss of 2 yards. His defensive line over there on the Pittsburgh side of the ball does a great job of just crashing in and getting penetration. Looks like we may have a...
Not on the ground, but he's actually hurt.
And we've got a player on a knee down there. And he's walking off, looks like on his own. No, he's still down there. They're going to tend to him while they're doing that. We'll take a quick commercial break. Be right back.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck.
Yeah!
He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Back to the action here in Pirate Stadium, and they listened to us, Eric. They put Kevion Brinkley back in from the 3-yard line. He did all that work to get the ball down the field. He ought to get a chance at the goal line. So here comes the snap. Look for the handoff to Brinkley. Nope, they're going to put it in the air. Jeremiah Noble catches it. Flag on the play. That's going to be, they're going to say no, he had a foot out of bounds. But they're going to give us a pass interference, which will move the ball. Now, they may say that's offensive pass interference. Let's see what they're going to do here. The ball was on the 3. No, they're going to say on the defense. Pass interference on the defense. Yeah, that's what it looked like. So they move it half the distance to the goal. We're on the 1.5 yard line. Kevion Brinkley, the back. Look for him to hand it to him here. Nope, they're going to run behind Kevion, and Caden Tennyson will get the score. And the extra point team makes their way to the field. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and they're going to call it no good. I was waiting for him. The one said good, and the other one said no. It looked a little bit wide to me, too. So that is the 13th touchdown, I believe, for this year. Or excuse me, he had 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns for Caden. That'll be number 4 for him. And we'll be right back for the kickoff.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzi & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzi & Young.
All right, we are back to Pirate Stadium with 3:43 left to play in the first half. Gilmer leads 28-0. And after the score, the Buckeyes are setting up for the kickoff, and it is a high pooch kick, fair catch on the 36-yard line. Last regular season game. Hard to believe that it goes by so fast. I have a son that's on this team that's a senior this year, and it seemed like yesterday we were at the junior high, 7th grade, watching the first game. It just goes so fast, it's unbelievable. But what a talented senior group we have. Great leaders on this team. Handoff up the middle. And boy, he does a good job there at breaking through, getting 11 yards and a first down. Biggest run of the night tonight on the offensive side of the ball for Pittsburgh. And we got a player down on the field for the Pittsburgh team. I don't believe it was the ball carrier. They're going to tend to that young man, and while they're doing that, we'll take a quick break.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app. eTex TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eTex TV app, subscribe, and start watching. With all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etex.net or contact a customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
All right, they're helping that young man off the field, and unfortunately that was the ball carrier. Number 8, he is the guy that got close to 1,000 yards rushing this year for the Pirates, and so we hope that young man is okay. They'd sure like to have him back in the game. So we're well wishing. Everybody watch out tomorrow night. I understand we have some severe weather coming our way, so make sure you batten down the hatches and stay safe. Quarterback dropping back, looking to pass, heavy pressure, and look at this. What a pick by Will Henderson. What concentration. Tipping the ball, juggling it. I didn't think he was going to reel it in, but he did. What a great interception. I mean, he really had to go up for that ball, too. He barely got a finger on it. Just enough to knock it down. Yeah, that's why you do practice tip drills right there. So the Buckeyes are going to get that turnover, 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. All right, 2 receivers left, 2 right. Empty backfield, Tennyson in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Drops back under some pressure. Launches one down the field, and it is a wobbly pass intercepted on the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a big penalty for that one, I believe. I can't believe there's no flags on the play as we just clothesline that young man on the return at the 50-yard line. I mean, I can't believe a ref didn't see that. But Caden was forced out of the pocket and threw it downfield. It looked like I threw it. It was a wobbly, short pass that was underthrown by, 5 or 10 yards. Easy pick for Pittsburgh. So we had 1 interception for Gilmer, and we gave 1 right back. So it ended up being positive yards for Pittsburgh because they're going to be taking over on the 50-yard line. So Pittsburgh got a little momentum. Try to get something going here on the offensive side of the ball. Handoff up the middle. And this young man is running hard and picked up a 1st down and pretty much on his own. And we got a flag on the play. They're going to say that was a late hit from Gilmer. So not only will he get the 1st down, he's going to get additional yardage. Buckeye coach is not happy about that. I didn't see it. I don't know if something may have happened that was covered up where we couldn't see. But they are definitely gonna move the ball forward. Did they wave that off? Did they wave it off?
They waved it off.
Wow, they waved it off. Said no way. So no penalty assessed, but Pittsburgh in the best field position they've had all night. It's 39-yard line of the Buckeyes. Handoff, left side, number 6. Dives forward for a gain of about 4. 2nd and 6 for the Pirates. Ball spotted on the 35-yard line. Buckeyes stunt. They fumble the ball. Buckeyes are saying they have it. We'll see what the refs say. Buckeyes sent a linebacker on a stunt. They're still skirmishing in the pile trying to get the ball, uncover it, and see who's got the football. I believe the refs are going to give it back to Pittsburgh. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Buckeyes got a 5 men down on the line. Handoff left side, number 7. And that was enough for a first down. That tackle was made there by number 16 for the Buckeyes, Harrison Lofton, who does a good job coming back from his corner position to make a tackle. Pittsburgh dropping back to pass. Wobbly pass, but it is caught for a gain of about 6 yards. Forced out of bounds by number 14, Connor Dodd. Second and 3 for the Pirates. Best field position by far. They're on the 21-yard line and effectively driving. Of course, the Buckeyes had a shutout. First one of the year last week against Spring Hill, which means they got a t-shirt. They'd like to have another one to enhance their wardrobe. Pittsburgh hands off over the left side, gets the first down. And Pittsburgh finally trying to, getting some momentum on the offensive side of the ball. Minute 13 left on the clock. Handoff around the left side again, and he is moving toward the end zone. He is stopped on about the 4-yard line. So Pittsburgh doing the hurry-up offense. They're not letting the defense get set. Handoff to number 0 up the middle. And they shut him down at the line of scrimmage. The Buckeyes have been notoriously good inside the 5-yard line in that red zone defense. And we've got a timeout on the field, so we'll be right back after these messages. Texas Heritage National Bank would like to invite the Buckeye Nation to visit our new full-service bank in Gilmer. We are conveniently located on Highway 271 and Redbud Street with a brand new facility ready to serve our friends and neighbors. We offer competitive rates on all of our deposit products, as well as some great options for business financing to help your business grow from 5 employees to 500 employees. Texas Heritage National Bank would also like to take this time to thank all of the teachers, administration, and school board for investing in the future of our kiddos. We would also like to wish all of the student athletes a wonderful and safe year. Come see us soon. All right, Pirates have the ball. It is 2nd and goal. Ball is on the 3-yard line as they have been running the ball hard and effectively earning yards down the field against this black flag defense. And we've seen the Buckeyes make many, many stops inside the 5-yard line 4 times. In fact, this year. But Pittsburgh really fighting to get to the end zone, and that is a touchdown for the Pirates. And that was a hard-fought and earned touchdown by the Pirates. They earned every yard, fought for every yard, and that's what their number 1 running back, number 8, out, injured. And so this game will not be scoreless tonight. With 44 seconds left in the first quarter, here comes the extra point attempt. Oh, almost blocked there. Just missed by the Buckeyes. The extra point is good. So with 44 seconds left to play in the first half, Score is Gilmer 28, Pirates 7. We'll be right back after these messages.
It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? I feel it in my heart. It's gonna be okay.
Juicy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
To another day. It's gonna be alright.
At First National Bank, together we're better. We're a regional bank, big enough for all of East Texas, that cares and is invested in the people and communities we serve. With the strength and services to meet the needs of every customer, big or small. From business financing for big companies and small mom and pops to our family of personal banking customers. First National Bank of East Texas. Together, we're better. And we think that's kind of a big deal.
All right, we're back to Pirate Stadium with 44 seconds left to play in the first half. Pittsburgh finally getting some offensive momentum, driving down the field for a hard-fought 7 points. 28-7 is your score. And here comes the kickoff to the Buckeyes. And remember, we returned one on the opening kickoff, 82 yards for a score, and Pittsburgh says, not going to give you that chance again, as they kick the ball out of bounds. And so that ball is going to come on back, and Buckeyes will start over in decent field position. With 44 seconds left, not sure exactly. Not sure exactly. The Buckeyes may come out and, well, there's a penalty. I think it says they're going to back them up and have them kick it again. Yeah, so the Buckeyes, because it went out of bounds, they're going to make them re-kick the ball. So instead of kicking from the 40-yard line, they'll be kicking from the 35-yard line. The Buckeyes say, nah, we want to give another shot at that return. We like our chances with the return guys. You got Will Henderson and you got Hamilton back there. And they do it again, and they kick it out of bounds again around the 30-yard line. And I think Allen's going to say back them up again. They're going to now be kicking from the 30-yard line, and they're not going to let them get away with it. They're just going to say, we'll do this all night, guys. You'll be kicking from the 5-yard line in a minute. It doesn't take off any time off the clock, and we've got all night, and it's a beautiful night. So they're going to back them up one more time. I haven't ever seen this in my 21 years. This is a first. But Alan Metzel did not. I looked down at him right when that happened. He didn't waste a millisecond pointing and going, do it again, do it again. So Pittsburgh knows that they have a good shot at returning this, and they don't want to give them the football. And we have got a bunch of weapons back deep for the Buckeyes. You've got an all-state running back. You've got two all-state running backs and two of the best receivers in the district. And they're going to do a little short pooch kick, and they give it to Haynes. And Haynes, not much of a return, so they sure weren't going to kick it back deep to the deep men. So Buckeyes are going to get good field position, though. It's going to be 1st and 10 with 39 seconds. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. So let's see. Buckeyes are probably going to be taken to the air pretty quick here. 3 receivers left, 2 right, empty backfield. Dropping back, lots of time. Across the middle, and that is going to be thrown incomplete. Pass intended for Webb. Good defense there by number 2 for the Pirates. And he was all over Webb from the start. So that was pretty good secondary coverage for Pittsburg. Caden was checking off his receivers. Had nobody to throw it to. Will Henderson is in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Will goes in motion. Quick pass. Complete for short yardage. Got to the 40-yard lines. I think that was number 4, Cade Bowman, on the reception. And Buckeyes are going to take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
All right, timeout's over. We are back to action here. "26 seconds left on the clock. It is 3rd and 7 for the Buckeyes. They're probably going to be going long here. Pittsburgh is anticipating it. Here's the snap. Draw play. Up the middle, Henderson. And look what a great job Pittsburgh's defense does sniffing that one out. It is 4th down. Buckeyes have one more shot at it here. 17 seconds left. And kudos to Pittsburgh's defense, who has just played extremely impressive tonight. You look at the score, 28 points on the board, and you say, well, how impressive is that? Well, they've only given up 21 points against this deadly Buckeye offense, as 7 of those points came from a kickoff return. So overall, Pittsburgh, with a record of 2-7 against an 8-0 Buckeye team, ranked 2nd in the state behind Carthage. Pretty impressive performance tonight, in my opinion. I told my cousin Trent Woodabort before the game tonight, I said, Pittsburgh always steps up, seems to play Gilmer pretty tough. And the defensive side of the ball for sure tonight is certainly not disappointed. 3 receivers wide right. They're going to punt. Number 19 in for punting duties. And they fumble the punt. Buckeyes pick it up, but they're going to say no. Number 1, Tyson Wilson, picks that ball up and thought he had him a touchdown. They're going to call him down? What's the call? That should have been a touchdown. What is the call? Okay. Well, they're going to say he must have stepped out of bounds, but Buckeyes got the ball back. So they have 7 seconds, which is about 1 play. So this will be maybe 1 shot to the end zone. So if they're able to capitalize here, that'll be a real gift that Pittsburgh has handed them. Here's the snap. Dropping back. Rolling to his left side. He's going to tuck it and run out of bounds. And that is going to be, not in time though, that's going to be the last play of the game. We go into halftime, folks. It's 28-7. And we'll be right back after these messages with the Gilmer Buckeye Band, 4th and State, and the drill team and the majorettes. So be right back. Stay tuned.
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzy and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams, lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
Gilmer National Bank is your hometown community bank, serving people in East Texas for over a century. We are your neighbors, friends, and partners in making this a great place to live. Our employees make us a special place to do business. We are there for you when you need us. Come by and see us and find out what makes people say, "That's my bank." Gilmer National Bank, an equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzi & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzi & Young.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app. eTex TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eTex TV app, subscribe, and start watching. With all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etex.net or contact a customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
Texas Heritage National Bank would like to invite the Buckeye Nation to visit our new full-service bank in Gilmer. We are conveniently located on Highway 271 and Redbud Street with a brand new facility ready to serve our friends and neighbors. We offer competitive rates on all of our deposit products, as well as some great options for business financing to help your business grow from 5 employees to 500 employees. Texas Heritage National Bank would also like to take this time to thank all of the teachers, administration, and school board for investing in the future of our kiddos. We would also like to wish all of the student athletes a wonderful and safe year. Come see us soon.
It's gonna be alright.
stars of the week are Valerie Macias, Caroline Jordan, and Esme Cuello. The stars perform a colorful fan routine to September. Ladies and gentlemen, Gilmer School District is proud to present one of the most decorated military marching bands in Texas, the pride of Upshur County, the UIL Sweepstakes Award-winning Gilmer Buckeye Band. And now we feature the GHS Majorettes as they perform a dazzling routine to Back in Black. Gilmer Band of Majorettes. This past Tuesday, the Buckeye Band marched at the UIL State Military Marching Contest held at Baylor University. The band placed second in the prelims and advanced to the finals where they placed fourth. Congratulations, band, on 2 outstanding performances at state. The Buckeye Band marches in the traditional American military style. Under the field command of drum majors Esmeralda Rambo and Mia Stowe, the band steps up to Heroica fanfare by Larry Ward, Chicago World's Fair March by Carl Mader, and the Purple Pageant March by Carl King. Sarah Thompson, and Kayla.
It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? Yeah, yeah. I feel it in my heart. It's gonna be okay.
Juicy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
To another day. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be alright.
Braden Rash, senior, number 26, running back, linebacker.
Mike Colbert, senior, number 6, outside linebacker, running back.
Connor Dunn, senior, number 40, D-line.
Asher Haynes, senior, number 9, running back and outside linebacker.
Dylan Henson, senior, number 27, linebacker.
Braden Seymour, senior, number 77, center.
Chris Guillen, senior, number 19, QB.
Sergio, senior, number 60, O-line, D-line.
Zach Easley, number 12, senior, DB.
Braylon Ward, senior, number 44, D-line, tight end.
Ron Llewellyn, senior, number 17, receiver and safety.
Tyson Wilson, senior, number 1, strong safety.
Kendall Jackson, senior, number 2, linebacker.
Omero Rona, senior, number 3, outside linebacker and fullback.
My name is Cade Bowman. I'm a senior, number 4, receiver and corner.
Seth Jordan, senior, number 5, D-line.
Kevion Brinkley, senior, 24, running back, outside linebacker.
Dustin Morrow, senior, number 32, D-line.
Tay Webb, senior, 33, D-line receiver.
Davey Branscombe, senior, 34, fullback and defensive lineman.
Landon Manning, senior, 72, offensive line.
Javarian Martin, senior, number 54, O-line, D-line.
Elizabeth Posada, senior, number 70, O-line, D-line.
Stone Bates, senior, 46, outside linebacker.
Jose Govea, senior, 84, kicker.
Aaron Bell, Jr., number 0, middle linebacker and fullback.
Nathan Arias, junior, number 71, D-line.
Jaden Edmond, junior, number 18, quarterback.
Demarion Hackett, junior, number 21, inside receiver and corner.
Harrison Lofton, junior, number 16, quarterback, outside linebacker.
Cameron Brown, junior, number 50, D-line.
Casher Mahoney, junior, number 68, O-line, D-line.
Terry Tate, junior, number 7, wide receiver and safety.
Jerem Pilcher, junior, number 78, center.
Elias Castillo, junior, number 20, inside linebacker and fullback.
Connor Dodd, junior, number 14, wide receiver and safety.
Jamar Bird, junior, number 25, receiver and corner.
Dervay Smith, junior, 43, running back and outside linebacker.
Justin Jones, junior, number 47, outside receiver and outside linebacker.
Nick Zamaron, junior, 31, fullback and linebacker.
Riley Barnes, junior, number 64, O-line, D-line.
Leno Diaz, junior, number 37, fullback, middle linebacker.
Alex Isaida, junior, number 38, inside linebacker, fullback.
Kobe Webb, junior, number 45, receiver and corner.
Luke Holyfield, junior, 30, D-line, fullback.
Andrew Davis, junior, number 83,
wide receiver, D-line.
Sean Wallace, Jr., 55, offense line, defense line.
Bentley Schreiner, Jr., number 41, receiver and corner.
Jeremiah Noble, sophomore, number 13, wide receiver, outside linebacker. Lucas Cano, sophomore, number 75, O-line, D-line.
Brenner Webb, sophomore, 15, receiver, free safety.
Alex Sims, sophomore, number 29, outside linebacker, running back.
Caden Tennyson, sophomore, 11, quarterback.
Coach Kerry Lane, I coach quarterbacks. Coach Clay Causey, inside receivers, inside linebackers, Bruce Junior High.
Coach Brody Lipsy, offensive coordinator.
Coach Markeithel and Tate, running backs.
Coach Blevin Burns, coaching the junior high fullbacks and outside linebackers and running backs.
Max Lowe, coach offense, defensive line at the junior high.
Steve York, assistant athletic director.
Coach Dylan Bowman, cornerbacks coach.
Coach Daniel Dodd, I do inside linebackers.
Coach Parker, coach the outside linebackers.
Coach Rob Dewar, athletic trainer.
Coach Daniel Grigsby, defensive line.
Coach Weston Griffiths, offensive line.
Coach Riley, secondary.
Coach Tommy Edwards, defensive coordinator.
Coach Schaefer, assistant O-line. Coach Alan Metzel, and I'm the head coach and athletic director.
Coach Randall Kennedy, I coach inside receivers.
Coach Jaden Parrish, I coach fullbacks and tight ends.
Coach Olin Johnson, I coach outside receivers.
Brad Britton, safeties.
Coach Todd Fenton, junior high.
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000 mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000 mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams. Lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
Gilmer National Bank is your hometown community bank, serving people in East Texas for over a century. We are your neighbors, friends, and partners in making this a great place to live. Our employees make us a special place to do business. We are there for you when you need us. Come by and see us and find out what makes people say, "That's my bank." Gilmer National Bank, an equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Goddard & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Goddard & Young.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app. eTex TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eTex TV app, subscribe, and start watching. With all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etex.net or contact a customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
Texas Heritage National Bank would like to invite the Buckeye Nation to visit our new full-service bank in Gilmer. We are conveniently located on Highway 271 and Redbud Street with a brand new facility ready to serve our friends and neighbors. We offer competitive rates on all of our deposit products, as well as some great options for business financing to help your business grow from 5 employees to 500 employees. Texas Heritage National Bank would also like to take this time to thank all of the teachers, administration, and school board for investing in the future of our kiddos. We would also like to wish all of the student athletes a wonderful and safe year. Come see us soon.
It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? I feel it in my heart. It's gonna be okay.
Juicy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
At First National Bank, together we're better. We're a regional bank, big enough for all of East Texas, that cares and is invested in the people and communities we serve, with the strength and services to meet the needs of every customer, big or small. From business financing for big companies and small mom and pops to our family of personal banking customers. First National Bank of East Texas. Together, we're better. And we think that's kind of a big deal.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game. We're about to start the second half of play. The score is 28-7. Gilmer Buckeyes leading the Pittsburg Pirates. It is a beautiful Thursday night in Pittsburg, here in Pirate Stadium. A lot of energy. And the surprise tonight has been the performance, at least from my standpoint, is the Pittsburg Pirate defense. They have really stepped up tonight and made the offense work for the 21 points they put up on the board. And, of course, the other 7 points came from the opening kickoff where Hamilton ran it back 82 yards for the score. And I am now joined by one of my oldest and best friends, Mr. Todd Conitz, senior pastor of New Beginnings Baptist Church in Spring Hill. Todd, thanks for joining me.
You bet. I'm excited about the second half of this game. I hated I had to miss the first game.
We're going to have to dock your pay.
I was at a junior high girls basketball game.
How did they do?
It was, we won both games, but if you ever wanted
this was Micah's first?
It was Micah's first middle school game.
Oh, wow. A lot of fun. Those years go by fast. Well, we are already, speaking of fast, halftime's over, and here is the opening kickoff. And the Buckeyes are going to kick it deep again, and that ball is going to go into the end zone and make its way back out. So Buckeyes not giving them an opportunity to return tonight. We've seen them do both, Todd, during the first half. They kicked a couple through the end zone, and then they kicked a few short ones. So I think they're practicing different looks on the kicking game. And so the Gilmer Black Flag defense taking the field again. This dominant defense. Todd, I made a comment all year long. I think you have to go all the way back to 2004 to find a more dominant defense or as dominant defense as this one.
They've been impressive all year long.
Handoff over the right side. Fighting hard for yardage. Probably picked up about 4 on that one, maybe 5. We'll call it 2nd and 5.
Yes, this defense has impressed us all year long. The physical play.
Tough.
They got a nose for the ball.
Tough.
And led by a group of seniors who just really know what Buckeye defense is all about.
Yeah, that front group. Wouldn't you hate to line up against, Braylon Ward, the whole shooting match?
Well, if you've ever stood beside Seth, number 5 there.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Handoff over the right side. Good for about 3 yards, maybe 4. And that's going to bring up 3rd and short for Pittsburgh, who's now actually getting some momentum and moving the ball down the field. 3rd and 1. And that was Michael Rockwell, the ball carrier. 3rd and 1. Buckeye defense going to have to bow their necks here. They want to force the punt.
Absolutely. That's a short yard. Let's see what they come up with here.
But we know it'll be a handoff. They've only run about 6 different plays from the line of scrimmage offensively today. Handoff this time the left side, and I think he got it. I think he fell forward and picked up the first down. So
that second effort really gave him that extra yard.
They've got some hard running backs. I mean, they've had some pretty good backs.
We watched the JV play last night, and they've got some good running backs as well. Of course, it's hard football to watch, honestly, after watching our football. Spread offense, fast-paced, but
it's a little different. They're kind of running that full tilt, offense that Pleasant Grove runs, just not quite as effectively. Watch them fast break out of the huddle to the line of scrimmage. Fake the pitch, trap back to the left side. Buckeyes sniff that one out instantly.
They read that immediately.
You see number 8. There's their lead running back, ran 1,000 yards. Now that was number 0. Maybe number 8's not back in the game. He got injured in the second quarter. We haven't seen him back in here. I thought that was him, but that's number 0. So 2nd and 10 for the Pirates. Wind picking up a little bit coming out of the south. Again, we want to remind everybody to batten down the hatches and be safe tomorrow during the storms that are going to be moving through East Texas.
It looks like it can be a crazy day tomorrow.
Here's the snap. Handoff number 7. Buckeyes all over him. A swarm of Buckeyes drop him for a 2-yard loss. 3rd and 12. And that's been what we saw the entire first half of play tonight. Todd, I don't know if you heard, but the band, we want to announce this again, the band on Tuesday got 4th in state.
We heard that.
4th in state.
Congratulations to the Buckeye band.
Yeah.
They work extremely hard.
And then we got the varsity girls headed right now out of town to go run in the state meet for cross country. And your brother is leading the barbecue team to the World Finals, right?
So if we were in a race to the meal, we could definitely.
We would do well.
We would do well.
Handoff right side, number 7. And Buckeyes sniff it out. Back to the line of scrimmage he gets. That's 4th and 12. And they're going to have to bring in the punting team once again. Haven't had really a strong punting game tonight. which has given the Buckeyes some really good field position, Todd. And so this time he's kicking a little bit into the wind as the wind's coming out of the south east, and kind of a disadvantage to the punter.
I love seeing what our defensive line is doing to that run game right now.
Good snap to the punter, almost blocked. Number 13, Jeremiah Noble, nearly. Oh, we got some. Will Henderson nearly blocked into the football.
Well, number 15 was trying to sling him into
the
the
football. Yeah, he was. I
I
think you're right. And if he touches it, they can pick up the ball, even if it's inadvertent. If a player, if the punt returner touches the ball in any way, the other team can pick up the ball. It's a live ball at that point. So Buckeyes take over 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. They send 3 receivers to the wide side of the field, 1 to the left, 1 back in the backfield. From the shotgun, here's the snap. Fakes the handoff to Haynes. Hits number 4, Cade Bowman, on an out route. Picks up 8 yards on that pass. Nice job there by the offense. Yes. We turn Todd up just a little bit.
That's something I normally don't get on Sunday.
Nobody says that. Nobody says that. Handoff up the middle. Haynes, look at this, breaking tackles through the middle. Drug down on the 20-yard line. Nice run there by Ashton Haynes, the All-State running back.
It's impressive to me how he hits the hole so hard, and he is hard to tackle once he gets in the open field.
Todd, it's not usually on Sunday mornings how loud you are. It's how long you go. Just so you know. That's the trick. We're always last to LaFinca. All right, pass complete. Number 4, Bowman. He gets out of bounds on the other side. The Methodists always beat us to LaFinca. It's a real problem, Todd. We need to talk about it.
And the only person I know that can out-talk me is you. So,
flag on the play. I'm not sure what that call is going to be. Yeah, have you ever met Todd Robinson, who is driving tonight and listening to us? All right, they're going to back this up on the Buckeyes, so not sure what the call was. I didn't see the ref make the call.
Looks like it was from the spot of the foul, so it's still a first down.
Yeah, it's probably a holding call then. 10 yards, that's going to be repeat first down, 1st and 20. Still good field position. The ball spotted on the 27. Motion. Dropping back, setting up the screen. Number 9, Ashton Haynes got a lane to run. Down the field, he scampers. Touchdown, Buckeyes. We haven't run as many screens, Todd, I've noticed this year as we normally have in the past. And I guess because we haven't had the need.
No, not the need for it, but when we do, you can see right there, Haynes is dangerous in open field, and another great run by a great athlete and great Gilmer Buckeye.
Good job there by the offensive line setting up that screen. A screen's only successful if your offensive line can get over there and set it up, and they did a great job there. And Haynes saw the scene, busted through it, and got the score. Here's the extra point attempt. It hits the upright, so that's going to be the second missed extra point tonight. And so the Buckeyes sure want to make sure. We got a flag on the play.
I'm not sure what the flag is. I didn't see any.
I don't know if it was. It's going to be illegal procedure or offsides. And he's looking over at Alan Metzel. They're going to get to kick that again.
Like
so that penalty was against Pittsburg. They're going to move the ball half the distance to the goal. They're going to get another free shot at it. It's very rare that our kicker, number 84, of course, Jose Govia, is misses. We've had 2 misses tonight. This one right down the gut. As we go into the playoffs, we sure want to get that under control.
Absolutely.
35-7, Gilmer leads the Pirates with 7:15 left to play in the 3rd quarter. We'll be right back after these messages.
2-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams, lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
All right, back to the action here in Pittsburg, Texas. 7:15 left to play in the third. Gilmer leads 35-7. Here's the kickoff. And look how deep this guy can kick the ball with one step. Fumbles the kickoff return. Up the middle he runs. Lowers his head. What a hard run. Great job there.
Yeah, he turned a bobbled kickoff into a pretty good gain to put them in a pretty good field position.
Number 29, Alex Sims on the tackle for the Buckeyes. Yeah, for somebody that bobbled it on the 3-yard line, he did pretty good to get out to the 28-yard line. We commented earlier, they've got a couple of really good running backs. They don't mind lowering their head and getting after it. So let's see if Pittsburgh can come up with something a little different. Handoff, left side, number 0. Buckeyes sling him down, but they sling him down forward. Mira Arona in on the tackle, along with number 19, Chris Guillen.
Both of those young men have been impressive all season long.
They
have got a nose for the ball, and they are tough as they come.
Mira Arona comes into this game tonight with 62 tackles. And just been a dominant force. I think he's second or third in tackles on this Black Flag defense. Handoff, number 19, right side, cuts up field and gets maybe a yard. And that is going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Pirates. Pirates have only put 3 balls in the air tonight so far. It's been all run. Don't have much of a passing game. They do have 1 completion for about 2 yards tonight. That's all they have. If you're ever going to run a pass play, this might be a good time to do it. As their average run tonight's probably been less than 2 yards per carry. So let's see if they're going to pull a rabbit out of their hat here. Had some shifting on the Buckeyes, and they did run the ball, and Buckeyes sniffed it out immediately.
What a great
job.
job.
The defense jumped across the neutral zone, but they were able to get back before the ball was snapped. So that's going to bring up 4th and 4.
Jeff, I know we talked about this earlier, but this defense is impressive.
They're just physical. You see number 0 coming off, Aaron Bell. That is a massive humanity right there. A big kid. Been a real dominant force this year on the defensive side of the ball, as well as offense. Plays fullback on offense. Does a great job there as well. Low punt, but takes a Pittsburgh bounce. And they're yelling poison and get away from it. Zach Easley runs away from it wisely. Gets a pat on the head by the coach, says, good job, get out of there. So here comes the offensive unit.
And I've been so impressed tonight with our offense, the way that they're moving the ball up the field, especially without 2 of our better offensive players in the game. This offense seems to be having it going in the second half.
Yeah, you got 2 of your best receivers not even in the game tonight. But we have so many weapons. This is the best receiving core we've ever had at any time in Buckeye history. In the 21 years I've been doing this, for sure. Empty backfield, dropping back, looking way downfield. Launches one way over the head of Jeremiah Noble, number 13. Of course, Jeremiah had a big touchdown catch in the rain in the end zone last week, and that is the second ball that's flown over his head tonight.
Jeremiah's been impressive. One of the things that going into the season, I was looking at him more as a defensive player. Of course, he plays great on the defensive side of the ball, but as a receiver, he has really made.
Yeah, he's only a sophomore.
Made some big catches this year.
I mean,
as a young player.
We got him for 2 more years. There's the snap, handoff, and immediately knocked down Will Henderson. And that front 3 for Pittsburgh just doing a great job of getting penetration keeping their head on the swivel, looking for the running back and tripping them up. We've got a player for Pittsburgh stunned. And down they're going to bring the trainers out. So while they're taking a look at him, we'll take a break and be right back.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
Gilmer National Bank is your hometown community bank, serving people in East Texas for over a century. We are your neighbors, friends, and partners in making this a great place to live. Our employees make us a special place to do business. We are there for you when you need us. Come by and see us and find out what makes people say, "That's my bank." Gilmer National Bank, an equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
Back to the action in Pirate Stadium. 4:42 left to play in the third. Gilmer leads 35-7. 3rd and 10 for the Buckeyes. Last ball sailing over the head. Jeremiah Noble. They might try the same exact play. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Here's the snap. They dump one out to Will Henderson on the right side. And what a great job by number 2. Coming up from his corner position and making a great open field tackle on the 6th fastest 16-year-old in North America.
Number 2, heads up play for him. He read this coming and held his position.
He's been playing well tonight. He's an aggressive player. So it's 4th down for the Buckeyes. Is this our first punt for the night or second? This may be our second punt tonight. Amara Arona back to punt for the Buckeyes. Number 2, the safety for Pittsburgh, back deep. Good snap. And a great punt by Amara Arona that is going to go all the way to the end zone and almost kicked it out. And I can't tell who that is until they get up here and say their number. That was, I think, number 25. Or is that 25 or 26?
That's Jamar Bird.
Is that Bird? Bird nearly got it. That punt, he punted from, that's a 70-yard punt. That ball was had some great hang time and then took about a 20-yard roll and then another 5 or 6 or 7 into the end zone. I mean, that was a long punt.
And Bird was just a few steps away from making that a pin back at the 1-yard line.
That may be the best or longest punt I've seen in high school football. That was a great punt. Had the wind to his back and he punted it perfectly. It looked like a spiral football just, thrown. Beautiful punt by Amaro Arona. Handoff. Not going to go anywhere. As that defensive line sucks it up. Kevion Brinkley there.
This second half, we have really stopped that run.
2nd and 10. They've just been selfish all year. I mean, look at the size of that defensive line down there. I can't remember another time we've had that many guys that size down there. You look at number 44, Braylon Ward. He's 6 foot, 300 pounds. You got Seth Jordan, 6'2", 200 pounds. Handoff this time to the right side. Number 7 cuts up field, meets multiple Buckeyes. Just nothing there. That was good. Number 2, I believe. That's KJ, Kendall Jackson, coming up from his linebacker position. 3rd and 9. You got to be frustrated if you're a Pittsburgh coach. You're like, how do you get past these guys? I mean, what do you do?
Well, when your offense is kind of limited, so you've only thrown the ball twice. So when you run, this is what happens.
They are definitely limited in this offense. And looks like they are going to take a timeout and talk about it. And while they're doing that, They know how important a 3rd and 9 is. 2:12 left in the third quarter. We'll recognize some of our sponsors and be right back.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Goddard & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Goddard & Young.
We are back to the action on a beautiful Thursday night. 2:12 left to play in the third quarter. Gilmer leads 35-7 over the Pittsburg Pirates. Pirates have the ball. 3rd and 9 on their own 21-yard line. And look at the number of down linemen we are playing. Where we usually rush about 3, there are 6 guys on the line, anticipating what they're going to do. And a run around the right side is good for some yardage, but not enough. So it's going to bring up 4th and 3.
Well, this black flag defense is putting on a show the second half. They are not giving up anything.
Not a great spot there for Pittsburgh. It's going to be actually 4th and 4, so they're going to have to punt since the ball's on the 26-yard line. And they are punting into a light breeze. So whereas Rona got a 70-yard kick earlier, they're going to be fighting that same wind the opposite direction. And just nearly picked off again, blocked. And not a terrible punt, just not a great one. Across midfield out to about the 45-yard line of the Buckeyes. So once again, Buckeyes taking over with great field position. They haven't been pinned deeper than the 30, I don't believe, one time tonight. So they have really owned the field position portion of the game tonight.
You were talking about how young we are. We've got, 3 sophomores on the field right now?
Yeah.
And all of these young men have bright futures.
Yeah, we've got some depth out there. Will Henderson, the ball carrier, up the middle. And Will just driving forward. I mean, you look at Will, he's just not that big, and he just picked up 14 yards on that carry, which should have been maybe 3.
Yeah, I think he got 6 of those with 4 guys on his back.
Yeah, I think he did too.
He is a strong kid.
He is super strong.
And he's not just fast. I mean, he can run through you as well as he's shown up here.
He's got power. He's got power. He can run the ball. Nice run there by Henderson. There's a snap. Quick pass. Hamilton. You talk about quick feet. He may have the quickest feet as far as lateral movement on the field out of any of these guys out here.
Yeah, he turned on the Jets on that one.
He's good for 8 yards on that one. 2nd and 2 for the Buckeyes. I've really enjoyed watching Hamilton. He's come on strong these last 4 or 5 games. Here's the snap. Handoff. Up the middle, Henderson. Got one on his leg, still able to dive for an extra 3 yards and a first down.
Again, that extra effort, he is just so incredible. When he touches the football, you always kind of hold your breath because you don't know what is going to happen. He can
What's
either run
crazy
around
is, he's a junior. We still
Oh,
get
yeah.
to watch him as a
Yeah, that's what's crazy.
That's what's going to be crazy is watching him next year. Pretty amazing. There's the snap. Handoff again. This time, Kevion Brinkley, the ball carrier, and they are all over him. Face mask against Pittsburgh is going to be the call there as the flag hits the turf. They grabbed Kevion. I could see it all the way up here, and my eyesight's not what it used to be.
And he's another one of our running backs. So last week, I thought had a great game.
He's a good running back.
Very good running back.
Yeah, he's a good running back. And that is a 15-yard penalty marked off against Pittsburgh. They certainly didn't need to help the Buckeyes, but they did with an unintentional face mask. But whether it's unintentional or not, that is 15 big ones.
Yep.
That's going to put the ball down on the 11-yard line of the Pirates, so the Buckeyes are knocking on the door. And hopefully, Kevion's going to get the touchdown this time, Eric. I'm going to protest if he doesn't. They got to hand him the ball. And good job there by Caden Tennyson getting away from a would-be sack and unfortunately dragged down anyway. I'm not sure who let number 54 through. He's been a really aggressive player tonight on the defensive side of the ball.
He closed in on Tennyson about the same time he touched the football.
Yeah, Tennyson didn't have even time to look down the field. So I think he's playing linebacker, so he may have stunted. He obviously stunted. All right, that is the end of the third quarter. So we're going to flip the field right quick and enter the fourth quarter. We'll be right back.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app. eTex TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eTex TV app, subscribe, and start watching. With all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etex.net or contact a customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
All right, we're back to Pittsburg, Texas with the fourth quarter. Gilmer leads 35-7. 12 minutes till this game's in the books. Buckeyes with a commanding lead.
Have we got any update on the Bullard and Van game?
I haven't looked up. See if we can look that up. Yeah, let's look that up. Buckeyes, the reason he's asking that question, for those of you that don't know, we are slated to probably play Van, I believe, right next Friday night. First round of the playoffs. Pittsburgh gets to play Carthage.
Lucky them.
And we'll probably see Carthage if we're lucky enough to still be in it. We'll see them around the third round.
Yeah, you would hate to be any team entering the first round of the playoffs having to play Carthage.
Yeah, that's a short playoff run. It's a short playoff run.
Well, to do it back to back, you play the Buckeyes on 1 week, and the next week you play Carthage.
You have to play Carthage.
That's a bad 2 weeks of football
that's what we were just talking about earlier tonight. Buckeyes. They are looking at 2nd and 17. Here's the snap. Handoff. Kevion Brinkley around the right side. And what a great job those defenders are doing getting off their blocks. You know, the corner coming up and making a great stop there. I mean, these guys are, I realize it's 35-7, but I got to be honest, I don't know why they're 2-7, the way they played, the defense have played tonight.
Well, and you got to be impressed with kids that are looking to the scoreboard like it is. It's the fourth quarter, and they're still giving the effort.
Oh, they're still going at it.
Bullard is up 28-21.
Bullard is up 28-21 with 8.5 minutes in the fourth quarter.
So we may be playing Bullard after all.
Wow. Didn't anticipate that. Pass to the corner of the end zone. Jeremiah Noble overthrown. Jeremiah's going to be so aggravated tonight. It's the third time tonight. Fourth time. Because he missed the touchdown opportunity in that same corner earlier. So he is just going to be so frustrated coming out of this game tonight. And the Buckeyes are going to kick a field goal as it's 4th and long.
Well, this this is probably good for us, getting ready to go into the playoffs. You never know when it comes down to needing a field goal to win the game. And so we've not had a lot of these opportunities this year.
Jose, let's see what he's got. He's got plenty of leg. Kick is up. And it is good. So 3 points for number 84, Jose. And the Buckeyes go up to 38-7 with 11:06 left to play in the fourth. We'll be right back for the kickoff. Texas Heritage National Bank would like to invite the Buckeye Nation to visit our new full-service bank in Gilmer. We are conveniently located on Highway 271 and Redbud Street with a brand new facility ready to serve our friends and neighbors. We offer competitive rates on all of our deposit products, as well as some great options for business financing to help your business grow from 5 employees to 500 employees. Texas Heritage National Bank would also like to take this time to thank all of the teachers, administration, and school board for investing in the future of our kiddos. We would also like to wish all of the student athletes a wonderful and safe year. Come see us soon. All right, we're back to Pittsburg, Texas. 11:06 left to play in the third. Gilmer leads 38-7. If you look in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. And now the ensuing kickoff. Number 84, Jose. And watch, he'll stand 2 feet from the ball and kick it a mile when he chooses to. They're going to call a fair catch on the 34-yard line. And here comes the Buckeye defense on the field. Again, beautiful night. Wind's picking up a little bit here in Pittsburg. Wind will be at the back of Pittsburg in this last quarter and in the face of the Buckeyes. Handoff up the middle. Tackled by a host of Buckeyes.
This is one of those games that when we're on the defensive side of the ball, our defense is playing so well and you want to keep bragging on it, but you can just say the same thing over and over again. Pittsburgh's not giving us anything else to look at. So,
yeah, I warned our audience tonight this is going to be a little bit of a boring game from that standpoint because they had no passing game. And look at the Buckeyes making major impact there. You talk about just the physicality of those guys getting in there. I think number 34 was the guy that made initial contact right there, and that was Davey Branson.
And that running back was running downhill, and he stopped him in his
tracks.
tracks.
He stopped him dead in his tracks. He was like a tree.
What I'm impressed with too for the Buckeyes is just shows their mental toughness to change your entire schedule in a day's notice, and your Thursday night becomes your Friday night.
Yeah. 1
day less of practice, routines thrown off, and they're coming out playing like it's Friday night.
And doing what Buckeyes do. Braden Rash stunting this time up the middle. And they go around the left side. Buckeyes sending a linebacker stunt.
Looks like Pittsburgh is calling to go for it.
That'll be the first time tonight they go for it on fourth, but why wouldn't you? It's 9:24 in the fourth quarter.
You're trailing.
You hate to give the Buckeyes the ball on your own 40-yard line, but
looks like they're making a
now
change.
they're going to punt. Will Henderson going back deep. That is super dangerous. What would you do if you're a punter and you look back and the sixth fastest 16-year-old in North America is back there to receive your punt? High punt hits the turf, and we haven't been able to return one punt tonight. And that ball takes a nice Pittsburgh roll all the way to the 10-yard line. So Buckeyes, this will be the deepest that we have had to start our possession. This is going to be 1st and 10 on the 10 of the Buckeyes. This is by far the worst field position that we have seen so far.
Well, let's see what they can do with it. I've seen our offense tonight moving really well, seems like we've been off on our passing game in this second half, but the running game has been on.
And Bullard are tied 28.
So Van and Bullard are tied at 28 with how much longer in that game, Eric?
About
5.5 minutes in the fourth quarter. All right, Ashton Haynes in at running back, and he's going to lead Will right down the sideline. Watch this, folks.
He's going to the house.
Taking it to the house. No one will come close to number 22, Will Henderson. 90 yards on the carry, and that was made possible by number 9, Haynes, as he threw the block that set up that run.
What a great run. Will Henderson.
And just so you know, that run takes about 9.4 seconds.
He is a fast human.
It's about a 9.4 second, 90-yard run.
Yeah, that didn't take long at all in Buckeye fashion.
And that is no good off to the left side, but that was not Jose that was kicking. That was our backup kicker, Amara Arona, who actually is a pretty good kicker. 44-7. Gilmer leads. We'll be right back.
It's gonna be
Juicy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here. 8:31 left to play in the fourth quarter. Gilmer leads 44-7. And we were just talking about that Juicy's commercial, or one of our sponsors. I see people down there throwing rocks at the construction workers, telling them to hurry.
It is one of the most exciting things in Gilmer right now.
It really is. I just want a salad.
Yeah, look.
Just a salad. I just want a salad.
Well, getting a
no croutons.
Getting a salad at Juicy's is like getting a hamburger at La Finca. So.
Yeah. Hey, La Finca has a good hamburger.
Do they
actually?
really?
A great hamburger, actually. Fair
there.
catch called on the 28-yard line. If you've never had a hamburger at La Finca, I'm not kidding you. Absolutely blow your mind.
I need to try that.
Normally
Normally
try
I go with fajitas or quesadillas or something like
Look,
that.
I've been eating there for 34 years.
You are a professional eater.
They should have named that new wing after me. I've told Amaro that, and he just doesn't agree.
I don't know that I've ever been invited to dinner with you when you didn't say
Let's go to La Finca.
La Finca.
La Finca. But I will invite you to Juicy's. Because I will be there.
I'll take you up on it.
I will promise you I will be at Juicy's when they get to town.
The most dangerous thing on their menu is the cowboy patty melt.
Oh yeah?
It is incredible.
I haven't had that.
It's about 9,000 calories.
It sounds like something's right up my alley.
Your heart doctor will not approve of that.
Just to show you, Todd, the level of respect that the Buckeyes have, they're going to call a timeout. Just to show you the level of respect that they have for this Pittsburgh team. They still have if you look down there, most of those are starters still on the field. They are, they're showing some respect, showing a little love.
And I'm surprised by that, but look, football players play and get more reps in. And
can you believe it's already time to go into the playoffs? That went by like that. I mean, unbelievable.
I was talking to somebody the other day, and they asked how the season was, and I told it at Gilmer, and I said, well, the season hasn't started yet.
Yeah.
The playoffs aren't here yet.
We just finished practice. Now it's time to go into the
preseason's over. Now it's time to go into the
I
real
totally
season.
agree.
It isn't exciting. It's to have a program that is so successful, so well coached. The whole community gets behind them.
Back-to-back state championship appearances. And I've said it all the time, with my son, who's sitting on the field right now playing linebacker, has got an opportunity to do that. And I'm so excited that that he's gotten to play for Alan Metzel and be on what has been probably one of the most successful classes we've ever had come through Gilmer. I mean, back-to-back state championship appearances, and I hope we get to do it again.
Well, I think we can make a run this year, and that's what's so impressive for me as a fan of Gilmer Buckeye football. Watched it, followed it for years. I've got a son in the program now, plays JV, and to see it this close.
Oh, it's awesome.
It is an amazing thing, and makes you a proud parent, doesn't it?
All right, pass. They're putting one in the air, and they throw that one out of bounds. And so that is going to obviously be incomplete. They've completed one pass tonight for 2 yards. So just no passing game whatsoever, which makes them one-dimensional and kind of makes for a little bit of a boring game. 6:40 left to play in the game. Braylon Ward comes out.
Jeff, you mentioned a second ago getting to play for Alan Metzel. This is one of the things that I love the most about this program is the coaches.
Oh, there's no question about it. Handoff, right side, quarterback keeper, and he is tackled by a host of Buckeyes. Yeah, and you better, I said this earlier, you weren't here, but Noah, playing as a sophomore, right?
Yeah.
He's a sophomore. These next 2 years are going to fly. I'm looking at Braden down here as a senior, and I'm thinking, how did this happen?
It's crazy.
So enjoy every minute of it. It's going to go by fast, and it's a little sad knowing this is the last, regular season game. This is it. Last week it was sad because it was last home game. It's like every one of these last things are kind of hard on a dad. Handoff up the middle. Host of Buckeyes in on the tackle.
But isn't it great to know that you've had a son that's been able to be in this program for
unbelievable.
4 years of his high school
I'm so
career?
grateful. You have no idea. Because it's not just about the game. We always talk about this. These guys, our coaches invest in these students to become men.
Yeah.
Teaching them leadership skills and hard work and teamwork. I love it. Handoff up the middle. And one of the best runs of the night, up the gut.
Number 10 was running downhill on that one, and that was a great run. Missed a few tackles on that one, which is unusual, but I think we got some of our backup players in right now. Yeah, the leadership that they teach, the character, the discipline, all of those things is what makes this program what it is, but also it's what makes these young men go ahead and be successful in life as they leave the program.
Well, there's so many lessons learned. Pass, he's going to roll to his right, batted down by Jeremiah Noble. So that's about the 6th pass attempt with 1 completion.
Jeremiah batted that one down, but he's shaking his head because
he saw pick 6.
That would have been a pick 6 for sure.
Yeah, he would have loved to have taken one to the house because he's had 4 passes thrown to him tonight. 1 was for a potential touchdown, and they were all overthrown or just beyond his reach. He thought he had a touchdown earlier, but he had 1 foot out. And handoff number 18 right side, and he gets hit immediately. Amiro Arona reads that one, steps up, makes the initial contact. Buckeyes are trading in and out. We're looking at 3rd down, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Arona is one of those kids that you just love watching play this game.
He's not even that big.
He's not the biggest kid,
but he
will light you up.
He plays like a 230-pound linebacker. I mean, the guy he is so great. And a nice kid, too, on top of that. A really nice young man. Very respectful. Hard worker. I've had him out at my place a few times working with Braden. He's a great kid. Handoff, right side, big yards. Close to the 1st down marker. I don't think he quite got there. Yeah, they're going to move the chains on him.
It's 2 first downs.
Yeah, 3 minutes. Clock has ticked under 3 minutes. Buckeyes would like to have that ball back.
One of the things this does, though, it just shows you how strong our first-string defensive line is. They are a force to be reckoned with, and this is great reps because these guys are going to be needed come playoff time.
Absolutely. We only have 1 starter out that I see down there on the defensive line right now. A little trap play number 0, good for a couple of yards. Chris Guillen checks back into the game.
Guillen is another kid that's been impressive this season, coming off a couple of years of injury.
Clock's ticking down to close to 2 minutes. Quarterback tries to keep it. He's going to get tackled immediately. Clock under 2 minutes now, minute 50. So it looks like they're going to run out the clock on the offensive side of the ball here. Gilmer's offense probably won't have a chance to get back on the field, and if they did, they'd just go into victory formation.
This is one of those games you just kind of want to get out of it, keep everybody healthy, get in the playoffs.
No
and try to make a
injuries.
run.
Yeah, come out of it healthy. Hand off, right side, Buckeyes all over it. Just been a real physical game tonight.
Jeff, we've been real fortunate this year. We've not had a lot of kids getting
We really
injured.
I say that we've had a couple of key injuries, but for the most part, really have been healthy.
Been a pretty healthy season.
Been very blessed this year. 4th and 3. Hand off up the middle, around the right side, big first down, out of bounds, stops the clock. Quarterback keeper. And they just letting the clock run out. They're not even stopping the clock. And they're going to be, just let this one be in the books. Probably the last play of the game coming here. I wouldn't be surprised if they just threw it to the end zone. Why not?
There it is.
Yeah, they're throwing to the end zone. Touchdown.
He dropped it.
They're calling it a touchdown. They're going to let him have it. Yeah.
They let him have it. He stripped it.
Yeah, they let him have it. Hey, I say let him have it too.
Well, he made a football move, 2 steps.
Hey, they completed 2 passes tonight. Let them have it.
Yeah. If it had been us, we've been arguing for it.
Yeah.
Did you realize the Buckeyes didn't win a state championship until we moved it down?
Yeah, Eric Connett just pointed out that the Buckeyes had never won a state championship until these 2 clowns moved to town. Thank y'all for moving to Gilmer. Appreciate y'all bringing that state
we
championship.
moved to town, but there was another guy with the last name of Trailer who moved in the same time. So he might have had more to do with it than us.
Yeah. No, I think it was your leadership. 15 seconds left on the clock. They have to kick off to the Buckeyes.
What a great night. Football.
Oh, yeah. What a great night.
Great outcome. One of the things I love is about our fan base. We go to places and we have more fans in the visitor seat than a lot of times the opposing team has on the home side.
Yeah, isn't that true?
And it is so
I love
impressive.
the fact that we can bring the games live to folks that can't travel and people that can't get out that are Buckeye fans. But I love the fact that even though we televise these games, that Buckeye fans come out and travel and support these kids. And look at the student section down here. Get a shot of that if you can, Eric, down here with all these kids having a good time on the track. They are celebrating tonight as we kick off for the final time. And they're going to kick it off out of bounds, throw the flag, and I bet he doesn't make them re-kick this one. Earlier they had to re-kick twice. They kept kicking it out of bounds intentionally, and Allen was making them re-kick. They're going into victory formation, and so
the regular season is in the books.
Yeah, that's hard to believe.
Another undefeated season for the Gilmer Buckeyes.
Undefeated.
And going into the season, there was a lot of conversation that we might drop 1 or 2 of those.
Man, and those first 4 games had me nervous. I'll tell you now.
But they came prepared, took care of business, and here we are.
There's the snap, and that will be it, folks. That's the end of the game. Buckeyes win 44-14. And, hey, my hat's off to Pittsburgh. They came into this game 2-7 tonight against number 2 in the state, Gilmer Buckeyes. And I know it's 44-14, but I thought they played hard all night long. They never laid down. Yep. They played to the best of their ability. So I congratulate those young men for a hard-fought game tonight against a really good Gilmer Buckeye team. And now, Todd, we go into the playoffs. It's playoff time.
Man, it's exciting.
You got an update on the score before we sign off? We got the Van Bullard score coming up here in just a second. Let you know who we're probably going to be playing next Friday night. More than likely going to be in Tyler at Rose Stadium, but that's not for sure. So let me start rumors here.
Hasn't been updated.
Hasn't been updated, so it's still showing 28-28. So be looking for that score tonight, the winner of that game. I believe we'll be playing next Friday
district.
night.
We've got to take that game serious. It's a tough district that we're going to be playing, and either Bullard or Van could be a handful.
Yeah, Van has beat some good teams. They have beat some really good ones tonight. So we want to congratulate Pittsburgh tonight on a hard-fought football game, and congratulate the Buckeyes on a 9-0 regular season victory.
Van is up 35-28, 44 to go.
All right, so there's 44 seconds left. Van is on top 35-28. So if they hang on to that, we'll be seeing Van next Friday night, more than likely in Tyler, but be looking on GilmerBuckeyes.com for the exact location. So, folks, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. Todd Connitz, want to thank you for covering the second half with me tonight. People were getting tired of hearing my voice for the entire first half.
Well, this is not my cup of tea. I would much rather be in the stands. But to get to hang out with my friend Jeff Rash, this is worth it.
Always fun. So thanks for coming out and hanging out with me. Eric, appreciate you producing and filming tonight. And folks, we'll see you in the playoffs next week as the Gilmer Buckeyes take on the Van Vandals. Good night.